Can you tell me what aspirational awards are?
Individual grants for young people with care experience aged between 18 to 25 for an aspiration that would help them in the future.
From wanting to open up their own business to wanting to go and travel the world, to want to go and do volunteer opportunities.
We were in charge of everything, like from the name, from how much we would allocate per award, to writing the application.
I remember the blood, sweat, slog and tears, residential months of agony going, why are we here? What do we want to do?
It's really good that being able to be trusted with like over £200,000 from the trust, because being in care you tend to always get stigmatised, but being able to be given £200,000 to kind of control and to determine who's getting what and how it's getting allocated was like just really strong and powerful for myself, because I think if I thought 10 years ago, no way would anyone trust me with over like £200,000. When we first started Aspirational Awards, people thought, oh, you're giving young people a lot of money. Like, how do you know they'll spend it right? How do you know they'll market right? Like, you're giving them all the power.
What, you're going to give a young person £5,000? And I actually think it was a committee that says, why aren't you doing vouchers? And we says, would you give your son or daughter vouchers? No, well, we're not giving ours either. What's good for your child is good enough for us. We're going to show them that we trust them.
When we were giving successful applicants a pat, we put something personal into the gift bags. So I think there was an applicant that wanted to go to cooking school. We went to buy like a mini whisk and we kind of wrote them a letter.
We gave people the respect, the dignity, the love that maybe wasn't there before, and we wanted to kind of say, here you go, this is for you. And I think Aspirational Awards is everything that we wanted maybe when we were younger.
We used what we learned from Aspirational Awards and decided to create another initiative called My Choice and My Future.
I'm Ian, and I received an individual grant from the Life Changes Trust. So I received my grant to pursue further education, and at that moment in time I'd kind of hit a brick wall. So when I came across Life Changes Trust, it was like, hold on a minute, like there's a charity giving people help for people like me.
So do you think the grant scheme would have been the same if it had been made by sort of typical professionals?
If the grant scheme was made by typical professionals, I'm not sure it would have been relatable. I'm not sure it would have inspired me to apply. When I seen the application, I was like, yeah, this is something I can fill in. It most definitely spoke to me. Fast forward a couple of months later, I got the acceptance for the award and I was just overwhelmed. This is the first time in my life that I've had a chance like this.
Do you think that people really understand what care experienced young people are capable of?
No. We can achieve amazing things, we can do amazing things, and a lot of care experienced people they have raw talent, and sometimes that talent isn't harnessed. That's the amazing thing about something positive like this. When someone gives you a chance, it's so important, and it gives you that confidence.
Ian, hiya, nice to see you.
How you doing? You alright? Good to see you, thanks for having me.
Oh, pleasure. So you just watched Side by Side, which you star in, you know, like a vision in all blue. In the film you spoke a wee bit about your My Choice, My Future award, and there's been quite a lot happening in your life even since we filmed that back in June.
Yeah, so essentially a bit about me. I mean, I've been in Glasgow for maybe say 19 years. I was born in Kenya, and we had came to kind of join my stepdad, and things never worked out. So kind of from when I came to the UK, it was always a bit of a bumpy journey. And all my kind of days, I never really had that option to not be consistent and pursue opportunity. But what I can say is, you know, at the point in time when I had applied for that grant, I was kind of at a stage where I wanted to pursue further education, you know, and kind of go into postgraduate learning. But I needed some funding. I was struggling to really, you know, get the funds together. So when I had applied for this funding, it was not expecting to even get it, but then I was able to get it and use that to get a postgraduate certificate, and that allowed me to get an opportunity to actually teach and do a 4-year PhD in Heriot Watt and I got a lot of help and support with kind of, you know, trying to get that information together. But that grant really helped me to go on and achieve that opportunity. So now they're calling me Mr. Kenji, and now I have to go to lectures, and now I have like coffee and stuff like that, and briefcases, you know. So it's really just overwhelming. I can't really believe it, but it's really been like a chain of events. And if I never got that opportunity to be able to afford that kind of further learning, I'm not sure I'd be in this situation now.
That's amazing, actually, to hear that. So you're actually properly you're given lectures now, as well as being sort of funded through the PhD, which is kind of what you were dreaming of, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was essentially, I had reached a point where I knew now what I wanted to do in my life, and kind of reaching this stage took a long time, which I think is a powerful concept in terms of opportunity and knowing where you want to go. And it took me a long time to realise what I wanted to do. Then I knew that I wanted to kind of give back to academia and continue, you know, research, but I just didn't have the opportunity at the time. So this allowed me to obviously get that certificate, and then now, as I say, I teach in Heriot Watt, and I lecture some lectures some days, and you know, tutorials, and as well as that, I've got a 4-year funded PhD. I can't thank, you know, you guys enough, and I'm actually so inspired that when people ask me, how did you get here? You're awful young, you know, you're 24 and you're doing all these things. I say that, you know, there's been a while that I was only able to receive help, but now I'm also able to give it, and I always endeavour to do so. But it made me realise today, also watching today's clip, everybody's story is so unique, and that's so special. And everyone's got a story to tell. You don't really realise that your story can go and inspire other people to go and do amazing things.